Well, I have one suggestion. There are additional parties and there are diametrically opposite views of the writ petitioner and the additional party, with myself appearing for the authority. I also believe that, as I said earlier occasions, there is a need by a judgment in respect of up to class 8, what should be the cutoff date, number one. And number two,
Cut-off date is 19.
no doubt about 19.
This court is not required to determine on cut-off date.
For us, 19,
thought,
yes.
why you are inviting this court to deliver judgment and putting burden on this court?
No.
Your authority has done it.
Why I say that, as far as the 9, 10, 11 lordships, we won't be.
What will happen to those candidates who, following your notification, did not participate in main examination?
Well,
they acquired qualification.
Well, let me make it very clear.
After the cut.
No, let me make it very clear. I will not be unhappy at all if lordship decides. All I'm trying to say, there is a judgment of Supreme Court. I think my learned friend, otherwise told me, not officially, that because last occasion I said there is a judgment by the Honorable Supreme Court.
Preferential qualification.
No, that Onkar judgment there. Once one reads it, it seems to me that it was ignoring the all consistent view of the several judgments of the Honorable Supreme Court, because the cut-off date has to be whatever is there in the advertisement, that, no doubt about it, or in the rule, whatever. Now it can, yes, but as far as the TET, what is the catch is, for the TET, if he is pursuing the B.Ed, he can appear in the TET. Now, interesting point is, TET is a separate thing, main examination is a separate thing. TET is a lifetime. So once I get a TET, for all years in my life, I can, subject to other eligibility criteria being fulfilled, I can appear in the main examination. Now, while
get qualified, you can appear main.
Yes. Now,
but I would ask you,
yes,
on what basis your commission has permitted these candidates?
In the main examination.
What is the authority of the commission?
So far as the corrigendum.
Is there any examination came from
an order of court,
city or the state government? But yes, you go ahead.
There was an order of this honorable court directing, relying on judgment of the Honorable Supreme Court, and there Supreme Court, interestingly, that's the reason I wanted your lordships to deliver a judgment. Interestingly, there is a sentence like, ultimately they had the all qualifications on the date of interview, and that is troubling with the consistent view of the Supreme Court. There is a likelihood that the Honorable Supreme Court was not apprised that the TET is a separate thing, other examinations a separate thing. For the TET, because of the NCT mandate, someone pursuing B.Ed is eligible to participate in the examination. Now, if the advertisement is one, like TET advertisement and main examinations, let us say in the same page of document, but the examinations are separate. So one can appear in the TET, but cannot appear in the main examinations. Could be one view, maybe.
But in your employment notification, there was a cut-off date.
There was a cut-off date, clearly.
So why this was relaxed?
Because of the reason that there was the order by the Honorable Justice Vishwajit Basu relying on the NCT mandate, saying someone pursuing B.Ed, because for TET, you need to have the eligibility criteria to become an assistant teacher. So B.Ed was necessary, or whatever the qualifications, professional qualification. Now, someone who doesn't have, we are not supposed to allow him.
Right.
Now, the order of the Justice Basu was, no, you have to allow, because of the reason, pursuing candidate can also be allowed, and this is correct view.
Pursuing candidates can also be allowed.
Allowed in the TET. So you allow it.
So you are taking stand with the candidates who did not have training qualification on the date.
For the purpose of,
they were pursuing the training course and obtain qualification,
yes,
on or before main examination.
Yes.
Your stand is,
my stand is this. May I say this? I have one clear stand and I have one little diluted stand, because they have left it to me. In a sense that whatever is the correct law, they will go by that. I said that I will keep it, because whatever is the correct, we will do that. My clear-cut stand is, as far as the 9-10 is concerned, nothing to do with RT, nothing to do with the NCT. Therefore, the law, advertisement, cut-off date, we stand by that. Meaning thereby, for recruitment for assistant teacher for class 9, 10, 11, 12, 19th of June is the cut-off date. Anybody not having the qualifications before 19th of June, a complete clear-cut no.
9, 10, 11, 12.
Yes. Now question comes, because that this is beyond the jurisdiction of the RT Act. Now for the upper primary, there are two examinations, TET and the main examination. Both advertisements were simultaneous.
So for 9, 10, 11, 12, only one examination main.
Yes, because there is no concept of TATE there. Because there TATE I am bound because of that ATI and then NCT. Now for this upper primary part, we had an advertisement. Similarly, like it was an one combined advertisement. But here examinations are two, TATE and the.
So this case is confined to upper primary.
Now this case, my learned,
Upper primary.
it is confined to upper primary. Now, so far as the
Therefore, TATE plus main.
now, so far as this upper primary is concerned, our stand originally was just like any other, whatever is the cutoff date, as mentioned in our advertisement. But then there was an order
Of the court.
court, and I found that that was the correct order. I have to say very candid.
Yes.
That was the correct order. I found there is nothing wrong in that because the authority under the RT, they have also allowed anyone pursuing B.Ed can also appear in the TATE examination. Now, kindly visualize.
This will not be extended to main.
Now, one view could be this has to be seen very technically. No matter you have been allowed, it doesn't matter that starts there, that finishes there. The other view could be that it looks very sad affairs that by a combined advertisement for pursuing I am all allowed, but thereafter I am not allowed. And there is a judgment by the Honorable Supreme Court saying, relating to recruitment of teachers, saying that they had all these qualifications, even the date of interview, therefore nothing wrong in that. I know the other all, there are consistent judgment.
Other line of judgment.
Yes, absolutely. And I would stand by that. So I was proposing, Mala, two things. Today there are addition of party applications. I genuinely feel
To be allowed.
they are required to be made as a party because whatever.
They're the interested party.
Yes. Now, Lordship may record my stand for 9, 10, 11, 12 today itself and finish that up. That
is not the issue involved.
fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fine. Now, so far as the upper primary issue, well, then why I said
Mr. Ahmed is saying that it is confined to upper primary.
fair enough because it was now fine. Now, so far as this upper primary part is concerned, Mela, there are two options. One, here and now Lordship starts hearing, but I have a feeling that I would show all the judgments, including the judgment which Lordship has to consider, because I was trying to look at both way, my lord. One could be that, look, I have been allowed to sit in the examination, the TATE, but thereafter, should I not be? Three views are possible. One, that by pursuing, you can only appear in the TATE and TATE alone. No matter you have been allowed to sit in the TATE, you have no further right to dilute the cutoff for the main examinations, irrespective of the fact it was the same advertisement.
Since the judgments are there either way,
Yes.
it's required to be heard.
That's my feeling. That's my feeling. That Lordship may keep
In
it.
the meantime, you don't publish result.
Uh,
So far, TATE is concerned.
Lordship may not stop us entirety, because those who are completely qualified by 19th of June, they should not suffer also. We may hold on.
But there will be an interview process.
There would be interview. True.
Now, in interview process,
Yes.
this 19th March 2023 prior TATE trained candidates will still emerge.
I understand that. It's a fair. True. No doubt. May I say this? Would it, because I think it will take approximately about 1 hour, and it should not be like a motion stage in the morning, maybe at 2 o'clock, any day that suits your lordships. So can it be any day, maybe next week or?
In the meantime, don't publish result. Because publication of main result means holding of interview. If an interview is held, and in the meantime, courts obstructs or court passes
I understand.
order not to permit the candidates who acquired training qualification after 23rd of March 2023.
True.
Then the candidates who obtained training qualification prior to 23rd
Madam,
March.
this is. May I take? Yeah, I understand.
Then how you will reconcile? Ultimately, if the writ petition fails,
Correct.
and their contention is
I
affirmed by this
do
court.
understand. Because that's the reason I said that there has to be a clear decision, which I should be following it. Because today, if I follow 19.6, excluding all pursuing, I don't know, tomorrow Lordship might say no, pursuing may also be allowed.
In the meantime, it will be too late in the day.
Yes. So my only, my lord, the thinking, I think Lordships would
So
be
needs to be
that,
so far,
that
8, 9, 10, 11 and 12, yes, you proceed. There is no dispute.
True.
Dispute is concerning upper primary level of
True.
classes.
True.
Now, they are, unless until that issue is
No,
sorted out.
Madam, I am extremely weak with any reasonability.
Yes, yes.
I can't.
And ultimately you had to permit them in terms of the order of the court.
True,
So
true,
therefore this court cannot blame the commission that
True.
why commission has done this.
true, true,
So
true.
in terms of the order, this has been done.
True.
Let me place it according to my.
Because
in,
my
in the meantime, allow the parties to the applications to be the applications for
Well,
implement to be allowed. Add them
but addition of party,
and let there be an exchange of affidavits in them.
no doubt. But only I was. I don't need I as such because
I don't think that is a point
Yes,
of
yes, that I will grant you opportunity if I hear it.
point of law.
Now,
may not-
how many applications are there? Then can one, who is for can one? Can one you are. Then can two, and then can three.
And for can 3 supporting the cause of the petition.
Will.
I will also be happy.
so he wants exclusive professional qualification by 19th of June.
Because
I understand.
State does not confer any right of appointment.
That's a very
Another problem is state is a minimum qualification. Now, as far this particular notification is concerned, general instructions, which strictly stipulates a particular cutoff dates. So it is assumed that none of the candidates have acquired the qualifications that they participate in the case. State is a creation of this notification. So far, this composite notifications. So they also did not have the minimum qualification.
well, once we
So they are not trained
They
candidates.
did not have the state. None of us we have checked because state is a
State was introduced by this notification for the first time.
Yes, so that is one of the minimum qualifications. We did not have the minimum qualifications because as on date, we did not have we were not possessing the training qualifications. We are pursuing. So we did not. Admittedly, even the petitioners.
No, both were not TET qualified.
Both were
No,
not-
they participated in TET. They qualified. They became eligible. But that eligibility ultimately dependent upon your training qualification in addition to TET.
Okay.
Now, if training qualification was not acquired on or before 19 March 2023, as in your case, whether you are to be termed as an eligible candidate or not, that is the issue.
Qualification also because Lordship, this particular state has been done conducted under this notification. This notification has stipulated a date for the last date of filing the applications. And they have filed the applications on the basis of that application state was contracted. So by that particular last date within that zone, nobody had acquired that degree because
That is TET.
state also. That is not the minimum qualification.
Yes, that is minimum qualification. But today there are two sets of candidates before me. One is TET plus training qualification, and that training qualification was acquired on 19 March 2023 and or
yes,
prior to that.
Yes.
Another set of candidates TET
Yes.
plus training qualification, but that training qualification was obtained after 19 March 2023.
Yes.
So don't try to mix it up. TET with training.
True.
So for TET there is no dispute.
True.
It was
So for TET there is no dispute.
True.
All are TET.
True.
Your candidates are TET qualified. Mr. Ahmed's candidates and Mr. Dasgupta's candidates are TET qualified. Mr. Barist candidates are also TET qualified.
one by
Wait,
that is the my qualification.
well, there is
Constant view on the date of advertisement, we have to obtain the date qualification. The date of advertisement, the general, the principal examination has not been seen. It is only the date. In the notification, it is only the date. Your losses can you see the notifications? The West Bengal Madrasa Service Commission will conduct the same state level selection test 2023.
page 66.
66. Just a minute.
66.
Just a minute.
Not the party.
Just a minute. Trying to find it out. No, page 66.
Basically,
is a-
66.
is an admit card. Just a minute.
No.
Just a minute. It is can. Sorry.
Yes. It is 66 and 68 of the repetition.
Yes, page 66, Mr. Wadi.
Second state level selection test as well, teacher 2020. Conduct. Having the state level selection test fee for recruitment of 170 vacancies for the post of assistant teacher class 9, 10, 11, 12. 9, 10, 11, 12.
Excluded.
Excluded. There and 8 Arabic class 5 to Arabic English non-government aided West Bengal as per Western Master Function recruitment selection and transfer to the so TET has been advertised. It is not the up to upper
Training
primary.
qualification.
No, upper primary there is no advertisement for recruitment.
And take advanced Arabic for classes 5 to 8 and Arabic UG
Only that
Arabic for classes 1 to 4. 1 to 4 is not necessary.
Yes.
Achha, in non-government aided madrasa of as per Western Madrasa is not-
So and TET. Only the TET advertisement was only for TET. Recruitment of the 9, 10, 11, 12. That is another.
So your contention is this, that this
Only advertisement for TET.
recruitment notification is silent on qualification.
That is a view. That's a view. Other view, accept the other view is this is a combined advertisement, one for 9, 10, 11, 12, clearly different, and other is recruitment for the assistant teacher, my lord, for the upper primary. This is state and others, because these examinations,
No, if it is silent, then training is not required at all.
Page 67 there.
Then court will proceed on the basis that no training is required. So why all are harping on
kindly
training?
take page 68, my lord.
Now the advertisement, when it is.
If that is, if I accept your submission, then there is no question of
Okay.
training.
No.
But that is not the fact,
No.
as it emanates from the submissions of both both all the advocates. The training is synchronous.
Kindly have a look at page 68, clause 16.
67 or
Hmm.
what? 67 main examination there was.
Correct.
Qualified for.
Or kindly come first, 67, the main examination,
After being qualified in TET.
and clause 16,
Hmm.
clause 16, 68. That's it. That's the very clear. Qualification will be as on last date of application. And that,
State qualified certificate will be issued as per institute.
And that general instruction remain.
But where is the prescription of training qualification?
yes,
That is NCT. That has been prescribed.
that is the
Where,
NC.
where Mr.
Page
MS?
68, clause 8.
Clause
8.
8. Yes, state qualified certificate will be issued. Training qualification, I am asking.
Oh,
Where is the prescription of training qualification?
that they have said in the beginning. First
Where,
paragraph,
where?
page 66. Page 66, first paragraph. And the rules of 2023.
এইটার পেজটা কোন দিকে আছে এটা?
First paragraph,
Yes, my 2023 rules.
page 66.
66, first paragraph.
Yes,
For class
as per
5 to
NCT
8,
guidelines.
as per
So it is imbibed there.
What is the bone of
per recruitment rules of 2023.
Last for line.
As per recruitment rules of 2023. Last 4 line. First paragraph. That rules I have annexed.
Per NCT rules 2023. So rules 2023 also prescribes training qualification, and then NCT guidelines also prescribe.
what is the troubling is this NCT,
Then 68(8).
yes,
State qualification qualified certificate will be issued as per NCT guidelines and as per convenience of the West Bengal Madras Service Commission.
First part of
Then qualification will be as on date of application. 16.
specified. Nobody has challenged it.
well, this is to my understanding, this is possibly a reasonable view that pursuing, Lordship has not seen the pursuing part. My Lordship, may kindly have a look. This is that portion. Can you have a look from my
Where is the cutoff date? That is 19th.
Oh,
19th.
kindly
19th of
kindly
June.
simulate the corrigendum, which is my page 74.
74?
First line, important notice, this notice was issued after the direction of the Honorable High Court. It is notified for the general information of all concerned that the last date of application for SLST is hereby extended up to 19 June 2023. And that is done at pursuant to the direction at page 70, rather 69.
Which has been intended to insert in the language. Qualification will be as of the last date of the application.
Where?
Project page 74.
So that impugn notice,
Corrigendum, which is under challenge.
that quotation I have challenged.
The qualification will be as on last date of the application, comma, provided that a candidate having BEd approved by RCI or a candidate pursuing BEd approved by NCT or RCI may also apply, subject to fulfillment of other terms and conditions.
But that is as per the,
That is by challenging the rectification that they cannot change the rule of game after the advertisement.
You was in the order that has been placed before your lot to the coordinate page order specifies that
Only
the
date.
candidates who are pursuing the only appearing page. The order does not speak about allowing them to sit in the meetings. That is the question.
Yes, qualification will be as on last date of application.
Now, my-
Last date is 19 June 2023.
true.
Now, 19 will-
There is no quarrel to that extent.
Lordship, so much that is
No,
the-
quarrel is what? May I just. Quarrel was
Page 73.
Lordship, can you have a
Just
look
previous
at-
page.
This was the note. This is the NCT notification 5 Roman 2.
Oh, that is.
Yeah, correct. based on that Justice Basu's order. But my feeling is it should be restricted to for Tate and Tate only. That's my independent view.
That's rational view.
First half should be.
Just a minute, just a minute. Person is person. But it is a heading is that the Tate eligibility.
Yes.
This is a
That's what I'm
this
saying.
guideline is for
So
the Tate
this is only in my understanding. This is only that you become
It
ahead.
happened that the candidates who
Yes.
didn't have the training qualification,
Yes.
they appeared Tate since they were pursuing training qualification.
Yes. Yes.
And Tate, they were declared qualified.
They can
now
get
they
certificate.
should be given opportunity to participate.
No, my understanding is, well, my understanding is he will get the certificate. He has to sit in the next examination. Possibly that is the correct view. That's my view. But then I don't want your lordships to just say without seeing.
No, that I
That's it.
cannot also.
That's the reason I thought.
To be. Since they are coming with a
True, true,
specific case
true.
and they have been permitted. to
Because they might say that
participate in main examination pursuant to the order of the court.
No. Text number page 73. I have annexed that order.
The order.
Order of annex page 73. Page 73. I can look to my petition.
Person is pursuing any teacher.
I text page 73 of my petition.
Is a Tate eligibility.
well, a whole confusion, I believe also
Text number page 73 of my petition.
whole confusion is because
এটা দাও,
একটু-
আমি আসছি।
Can you text number the order?
Order with the order of
Yes,
the
sir.
of the
At
court
page number
that-
69. What for the petition was filed? Short order, may I read it?
কোন
Just-
পক্ষে দেখাচ্ছে?
69.
69.
That is
Okay.
First paragraph refers to the advertisement that they have issued. The second paragraph, the commission has set up guidelines prescribing inter alia the eligibility criteria in terms thereof only the candidates having BA training qualification recognized by NCT are eligible to participate in the set test. The grievance of the petitioner. Now this is important,
the training.
that they are pursuing the training qualification in terms of the guidelines of the NCT. They are eligible to participate in the test.
Just a minute, yes, just a minute.
This is restricted.
কোনটাই রং হয়ে যাচ্ছে বাইরে এখানেই আছে আমাদের ঘরের তো দিচ্ছি এটা পুরো ঘেটে গেছে রাখছি কালকে এক্সটেনশন
না, আমার
ওটা হচ্ছে সিলেকশন
I need to take this. I don't have.
হুম লাভ আছে সকাল হয়ে গেছে
It is confined to teachers eligibility test. Where is the direction for appearing in main examination, Mr. Gadhar?
Now,
To me,
there is no direction. There is no direction.
how your commission has
So,
permitted them to participate
74
in the main examination?
That's my challenge.
That's
Now, one of the reasons was that because it started from the combined advertisement.
You have made a mess of it. Please show me any whisper in the order which directed the commission to allow these candidates to participate in main examination. Issue was kept open. There was a direction for filing affidavits.
True.
Only they can appear in date examination, not beyond that.
Well, there is, kindly have a look at 2021. Can I have a look at one paragraph?
First, I will go through the order passed by the coordinate.
That
team.
was my reactions. I haven't said
Where is the
contrary to
objection
that.
permitting these candidates to participate in main examination.
Now, the confusion was, may I say this, my lord? That the advertisement, can you look at this way, my lord?
Please let us come to page 72 once
Yes,
for all.
yes.
Yes, Mr. Ahmed, read it. The NCT, following the aforementioned observations,
Of the Honorable Supreme Court has clarified the issue, declaring that a candidate who has been admitted in any of the
teachers training course,
training course
TTC,
and undergoing the teachers training course can be said to be pursuing such teachers training course and shall be eligible to appear in the TET examination. In view of the discussion made above, the petitioners are entitled to appear in the ensuing teachers eligibility test to be conducted by the commission. The commission therefore is directed to allow the petitioners to either to upload their online applications or to submit offline applications. In the ensuing teachers eligibility test, the certificate to be issued to the petitioners in the event they are found eligible in the said eligibility test shall abide by the result of the present petition. The matter requires further consideration after exchanging affidavit. And then second last paragraph, in view of the position as discussed above, the commission may consider to issue a corrigendum. This to allow everyone to notification for the ensuing eligibility test, enabling similarly situated candidates to take up the said test. And therefore, the corrigendum at page 74 should be that in terms of the direction of the court, which they have not done. That's my challenge in the expedition. There is the only issue involved. Very short.
But it is the permission given by this by the
My
coordinate.
lordship can correct it. I don't mind it. What happened in the corrigendum?
But you generated hope in the mind of the unemployed youth by permitting them to participate in the main examination, though there was no such direction by
But
the
because
coordinate.
another judgment of the Supreme Court was staring at our
That
face. also.
you are not to interpret this by taking advantage of the order passed by
But
the
I am not taking advantage. What advantage I am actually taking? Because I am in a
authority to interpret this.
But
There is another order of the Supreme Court and we should permit
May-
them.
may-
Then you should have taken out an application in connection with this writ petition, the writ petition before the coordinate bench seeking clarification.
what they
But look
understood.
here, this is the situation, my lord. If these candidates are required to be permitted to participate in the TET examination, main examination or not.
Well, may I say this? May I say this? Firstly, I admit the very fact that the commission was required to be more mindful of understanding what the order exactly did. First, this is my admission. Secondly, what I say is that the corrigendum, kindly come to corrigendum.
In the meantime, don't publish the result.
But I have no difficulty, I can do that. But kindly, my lord, have one sentence so that my 9, 10 and 11, 12, that is not.
No, that is they are not saying. They are not saying.
All I'm saying, because it comes from the same advertisement, everything seems, I want one sentence clarification on that.
Yes.
Only
To that extent, they are not objecting.
I know that.
even the corrigendum does not whisper about the decision of Justice Bhattacharyya. There is no whisper.
That is that they have submitted.
Following the direction, but we don't know whether it is done in
Following direction of the court, they have issued the corrigendum.
commission by the, it says it shall follow.
My only prayer before your lordship would be, my lord, so that ultimately after long time this recruitment started, kindly do whatever lordship felt right, a shorter
Matter
date to
relates
hear out.
7th state level selection test within bracket assistant teacher course bracket 2023 for appointment in the post for appointment in upper primary level of madrasas. Stop. It is categorically submitted by the learned advocates representing petitioners, applicants and West Bengal Madrasa Service Commission that the issue involved in this writ petition has nothing to do with appointment in classes 9, 10, 11 and 12 based on same selection process, that is 7th SLST 80/2023. Stop.
Same advertisement.
Notification is different.
Same.
Same.
Stop.